2、1、どうぞ。
Okay, we're taxiing out right now aboard All Nippon Airways flight 7871. This is it. This is the first 787 revenue flight. Next stop, the sky, and then after that, Hong Kong. It's about 6:15 here on the bus heading towards Narita Airport. We have a 12:20 departure. We are checking in 6 hours early for our flight. That's got to be some kind of record. And we have a lot of events in between here and there, press conferences, ceremonies before we all board the flight to Hong Kong, and the 787 makes its maiden commercial voyage.
It's a great honor to be selected to fly the first 787 revenue flight today. So we have been waiting for today since we launched order in 2004, and it's been 6 years since I started working with Boeing company, especially to develop their training program. The first delivery was supposed to be made in 2008, but the delivery was delayed by 3 years and a half. Sorry. So it was a long journey, but finally we could have a 787 in our hands.
And today, finally, we launched the world's first commercial flight of Boeing 787 Dreamliner. I am delighted and excited to be able to celebrate the long-awaited day with all of you, and welcome our guests and media people at Boeing 787 for the first time in the world, and fly with you all.
Just wrapped up the press conference. We are headed over to gate 59A, where, waiting for us, is
the 787.
Midoriko, where are we going today?
We're going to Hong Kong from Narita Airport at 12:20 p.m. local time. It's the first time to fly.
First time to fly?
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah. We are on our way, heading toward passport control. Next stop, gate 59A for flight NH7871.
I've just found the ceremonial sort of document, really, commemorating my marriage, which was obviously the last time I wore this suit. So it's obviously a very important day, right? It's either christenings or weddings.
ANA has a very long history of relations with Hong Kong in terms of its air services. It started charter flights to Hong Kong back in the 1970s. In those days, the airline was using Boeing 727. Today, of course, we see the airline now not only using 777, but now, in fact, using the newest aircraft in the world to operate a very special flight to Hong Kong.
The ceremonial 787 pre-flight sake. Everyone will be partaking in this except the pilots. We are heading shortly to Hong Kong and to board the airplane.
Everything new. Enjoy the flight.
Here is my seat, seat 12C, my home for the next 4.5 hours. with about 264 folks on board. We actually see some empty seats, which is kind of surprising. But this is it. This is the 787's moment to enter service. 787 flight is underway, the inaugural service of an all-new commercial jetliner, the first all-new wide-body jetliner to enter service since the A380, almost exactly 4 years ago to the day. Today we have the 787, 16 and a half years after Boeing delivered the first 777-200 to United Airlines, which entered service between Dulles and London Heathrow back in May of 1995.
And I'm an engineer, so I'm just
often overlooked fact about the 787 is really, from a larger global perspective, there is a huge amount of progress in this airplane. And I say that because the wings were manufactured in Nagoya, Japan by Mitsubishi on the site of the old Zero fighter factory, World War II fighter that would fight the US forces in the Pacific. The nose section, built in Wichita, Kansas, was built at the factory where the B-29 was built and the B-17 was built. So what you see is an aircraft that has brought together over really just a lifetime, once adversaries, into a partnership that really builds an aircraft that is meant to connect the world rather than destroy it. That to me is the biggest innovation found aboard 787. Passing over Kansai Airport now, en route to Hong Kong. The way to Hong Kong here, and the 787's cabin has turned into the magical mystery tour with these very interesting psychedelic colors. Boeing has always touted the 787's lighting as one of its defining features, with sky colors and sunrise colors, but this is like no sunrise you will be able to see without the help of some very, very serious chemistry. Heading into Hong Kong now, been a heck of a flight. Really, you know, it is an evolution of what we've come to expect from long-haul air travel, and the larger windows really changed the feeling of the cabin. And really what we saw was an airplane operating as an airplane should, with flight attendants going up and down the aisle, serving drinks, and going about the normal routine of flying. And that's what this airplane is. It's meant to seamlessly fit into the existing operations of airlines while improving certain important features. The cabin, the ride, the overall feel of the aircraft. Thank you for coming along. The Dreamliner story is really just beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have landed at Hong Kong International Airport. ご支援によりドラゴンダンスで皆様をお迎えいたしております。Ladies and gentlemen, we'll soon be arriving at number 144 gates.